On this episode of Worthy Me, I'll be showing bloopers from my live playthrough of the letter. 4 hours from the time we agreed on and still counting. Yet I received not a single call or text. Jesus, I would not wait around 4 hours for someone. Maybe an hour and a half, but after that I'm gone. The one manning the cashier? Isn't the cashier manning the cash register?
I was supposed to meet with Isabella after school. She never showed up, though. Why?
What a bitch. Never showing up. How dare you? Think walking in front of a car is more important than getting with Rebecca. My hand makes its way over my mouth as I fight the tremors from gradually sweeping over me. Oh, you feeling bad about all those nasty things you said, huh? Huh. How dare she make me wait all these hours and lay on the road bleeding?
Attention please. Adult Tier 1 trauma alert. Please respond to the trauma center, shock room 4.
Wow, he sounds enthused about his job.
Please report to trauma center, shock room 4 stat.
Please. Please go here. Thanks.
Dr. Vogel, please.
Please. If that doesn't say what she thinks of this little friendship, I don't know what else will. Wabba wabba. And now I balk at anyone watching this YouTube episode in the future is gonna wonder why I just said wabba wabba. Thanks, Nocturne.
That simply isn't how the Scotswoman in my blood does things.
So before I lose this sudden resolve or stumble back into another cycle of negative thoughts, I press down on the call button. Ashton first. I'll think about how I'll deal with the others later. Although I still have no clue how I'll open the topic, the news is still a far cry from a good one, but with him, I won't have to worry how to best phrase it. Word choice and turn of phrase notwithstanding, ultimately, this will all just sound like an update on the situation for him. When he finally answers, however, a certain tightness in his voice makes me pause. Coarser, rougher than I remember, and it doesn't take a genius to figure out he hasn't gotten any sleep yet.
Becca, didn't I tell you not to call around this hour unless it's urgent?
I remember, sorry. Don't worry, this'll be quick. It isn't urgent, but I thought you should... You deserve to know about this as soon as possible.
Can it wait? At least until lunch?
It can, but I'm about to...
Rebecca, I'm in the middle of something right now. I can't really talk over the phone. I'll just call you back.
The shuffling of papers follows his dismissive note. He hasn't dropped the call yet, but his impatience and inattentiveness are clear. There's no need to guess. I can almost see it. The small scowl over his features, the way he reaches up with a hand to pinch the bridge of his nose when he can't figure something out. His quick, sharp movements while he checks and reads through everything with an enormous focus. Generally, I'd ignore it. I called him for an entirely different reason. Even so, this sudden nonchalance irks. Maybe it has to do with his own exhaustion. Without a doubt, he's been at this since his call last night. That part, I understand. Still, would it hurt him to pause and ask for a minute? Do I always have to spell it out for him? Or maybe it's time we stop beating around the bush. Wah wah wah! Aren't you going to ask about her? How's the investigation going? That's gonna piss him off because he's gonna be like, oh, I haven't found any later. I feel like both of these are gonna piss him off. Aren't you going to ask about her? That's something that Rebecca would say. Rebecca would totally say this. A final defense of sorts. It starts glaring at the phone, like squeezing it tight so you start hearing it break. I had myself muted. I was gonna say, just imagine like Ashton's relationship status going down every time Rebecca says something. So I've been to the hospital before. I had the 2 surgeries done. It does not look like this. Unless this is like a completely different floor than what I'd been on. I don't really even recall very many chairs in the hallway. Maybe it's because the floor looks like glass. Maybe posh British hospitals look like this. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks really nice, but damn, those floors are polished to a T. You wear high heels, that shit's gonna crack. And this is working. I know where this is going. The lights are gonna flicker, go off one by one maybe. There's gonna be this weird shape at the very end of the hallway. It's gonna be making this weird noise. And as the lights flicker, it's gonna get closer and closer to us. I've seen this scene in far too many movies.
Anyone here?
Oh my god, Rebecca, don't. Dr. Vogel, a neurosurgeon, the doctor is in. Let's go in there. Like, let's just have a conversation with the neurosurgeon. Ask him what's up. How's his job going? How's life? A good minute passes. And another. I'm never reaching the end of the hallway. It just keeps growing and growing. Not too far ahead, in fact. Just past a sharp turn at the end of this corridor. And clearly, I'm going to turn around and go the other way. It's the voice of a child. Never trust a child. Never trust a crying child. Turn around, go back the other way. Actually, don't even turn around, just like moonwalk. Hoping not to startle her. Joke's on you, you're gonna be startled. Meanwhile, the doctor's at the end of a corridor going, yeah, we got a crazy person down here. I need backup. And a straitjacket. Yeah, I'm the only one standing here. You're the only one standing there, but you're not the only one there. There's someone else staring right at you. Jesus. I will congratulate the person who does the art. Because they make some creepy shit.
Maybe you can also invite Ashton?
Ooh. Becca and Ashton. Damn. That's worse than my room. Disturbingly quiet now without her in it. You didn't turn the TV off. Go in there and make it out with him. Like, you know you want to. Come on. He's an asshole? Don't matter. Isabella won't mind if she makes out with him, you know? She's in a coma. Unless she wakes up, like, right when they're doing it. Then it'll get awkward. Is he gonna confess his love for her while she's in a coma? Ash! Why does Rebecca have, like, buck teeth right now? She looks like a little rabbit. She's in no position to accept your proposal, Ash. He whips out a ring and just puts it on her finger. Oh, by the way, Isabella, while you were in a coma, we got engaged, so we get married in a week. Can you believe it? I'm so excited. Can you imagine if she just, like, walked right in after he said that, like, hey, I didn't know you were here. Just stared at him. What if she went in there and was just like, that's how I feel about you, Ash. Funny how he remembers me now. What? Like, oh my gosh, she's so full of herself. Oh, he remembers me now. After confessing his love to a freaking coma lady. I never had him in the first place.
I love him.
Rebecca's shattered, not wow, as I heard nitpicking her observations. What if the ground really did swallow her whole, like, an earthquake happens and the ground just gave way? She would regret that thought. So at this point, as she dies, hey, Isabella has a chance with Ash. With nothing else to cling to, I run. No running in the halls, ma'am. The hospital. Because even after all this, he isn't the voice I want to hear. She wants to hear Ash's voice saying her name. Rebecca. Rebecca. Jeering, mocking, while the rest of the world blurs around me. She's gonna get hit by a car now. She's gonna be in bed next to freaking Isabella. They're both gonna be in a coma. Ash could see both his girlfriends in a coma. He'd turn Rebecca's face away and put the ring on Isabella's finger. She doesn't have to know.
For your face.
Your makeup is running and you look horrendous.
Thanks.
Thanks. Snot's running off her nose and shit. For some reason my stare lingers at the guy. He gets that a lot.
You little ankle biter. If I buy you the biggest parfait they have, will you please, please behave?
Freaking ankle biter. That sounds like something I call kids. Little ankle biters.
Pick one. It could even be the most expensive one on that list. I don't give a shit. Care, I don't care.
Nice fix. I don't give a shit care. I don't care. A hardbound textbook. Looks harmless, but if a situation calls for it, it might be a good deadly weapon. Please! Please smack him over the head with a book. He's like, I'm dealing with Kylie as my father's like, no, no kids ever.
If you come quietly with me, I might buy you one.
Okay, that's suspicious. If you come quietly. I'm slamming the flat area of the book against his skull. I like how his name keeps changing. Now it's Sleazy Douche. Then without any preamble, my leg moves in one fluid motion, delivers a swift, powerful, well-placed kick to his nether regions. Nuts and bolts. Needless to say, the effect is instantaneous. Kylie's just standing here sipping her tea.
You have been my wife of all people in this bloody city has never, I'm telling you, accused me of such a scandalous thing! You crazy woman!
He's getting a little intense, ain't he?
Yeah, he's Teolu.
Right at the moment, my brain stops. Every line of thought, every argument I still have against the man beside me dissipates in a haze. Girlfriend, he can take you down. He can play them cops. He's rich. Heat from it slowly spreading to my cheeks, coloring my face in almost the same shade as my hair. See, this is why you should mind your own business, Rebecca.
The 5-year-olds are more sensible than you.
See what I mean?
Are you fighting again?
Yes.
I want to be a teacher.
Great. Kylie's gonna go around hitting people with a hardbound book. And he's not going to say anything about the outburst. Like, ma'am, why did you hit someone over the head with a hardbound book? Kylie's sitting on the backseat with a serving of bread pudding in her hands. I'm surprised she's not like strapped to the top of the car. And beside him, it must be his wife. That's a creepy looking wife, mister. Thank you for watching this episode of Worthy of Me. If you found it worthy, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love to have you as part of our community. And I'll see you all on the next episode.